Imagine standing at the very edge of the map, where the world's boundaries blur and the winds hardly whisper the names of these distant places. These remote locations appeal to the adventurous, those with an insatiable curiosity for what lies beyond the known horizon. The allure? It's as diverse as the landscapes themselves. From volcanic islands hiding mysteries beneath the Pacific Ocean, to icy realms where polar bears roam. Getting to these places isn't easy. Some require days of travel across dangerous seas or long hikes through untamed terrain that even GPS signals struggle to reach. But it's precisely the challenge and seclusion that make these destinations so authentic and brimming with unique experiences. Here, you won't find crowds or souvenir shops. Instead, you'll be met with wonders beyond imagination. Days spent exploring places where penguins outnumber people, and nights illuminated by the breathtaking northern lights. This is a journey to the furthest corners of our planet, a journey that redefines what it means to experience the world. Number 1. Itokortormiit, Greenland. Itokortormiit, an isolated village on Greenland's east coast, faces severe challenges due to climate change. Traditionally dependent on sea ice for hunting, the community is now seeing the ice freeze later and melt earlier, threatening their way of life. The village population has dwindled as young people leave for education and jobs elsewhere. Economic hardships, alcohol-related problems, and high suicide rates also plague the town. Compounding these issues is the increasing presence of polar bears, driven closer to the village by melting sea ice. These bears, unable to hunt seals effectively in open water, pose a significant threat to residents. Locals like the village's only policeman and hunting officer work to protect the community from polar bears, using patrols to scare them away. Despite these efforts, some bears that pose serious danger must be killed. Climate change has drastically altered Itokortormiit's environment, economy, and social fabric, placing its survival at risk. The story highlights how global warming impacts both people and wildlife in vulnerable regions. Number 2. Kerguelen Islands, South Indian Ocean. Also known as the Desolation Islands, this French archipelago is one of the most remote places on Earth, accessible only by boat 4 times a year. They are more than 3,245 kilometers away from Madagascar, the nearest land with permanent habitat. The main island, Grande Terre, which represents more than 90% of the surface, is the 3rd largest French island. It is also the largest of all the sub-Antarctic islands. These islands, of volcanic origin, with mountainous relief, peak at 1,850 meters, at Mount Ross. The coasts, very jagged, are cut with deep fjords. The interior is dotted with numerous lakes and ponds. The western region is topped by the Cook Ice Cap, which extends over 400 square kilometers. Until the beginning of the 20th century, seal and whale hunters frequented the archipelago and exploited its wildlife. Animal populations have now recovered, and the coasts are once again home to numerous breeding colonies of birds and marine mammals. Nevertheless, ecosystems must undergo the development of species introduced voluntarily or involuntarily by humans. The islands and territorial waters are essentially classified as nature reserves. The exclusive economic zone is one of the toothfish fishing zones. Number 3. Svalbard, Norway. Svalbard, a remote archipelago in the Arctic, is part of Norway and is located in the Barents Sea. Known for its stunning natural beauty, about 60% of the islands are covered in ice. In winter, temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Celsius, while in summer they reach around 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Svalbard is one of the best places to witness the northern lights. Longyear Bayan, the northernmost settlement with around 2,500 residents, experiences 24-hour darkness from November to February and continuous daylight, or the midnight sun, in the summer. The town serves as the hub for shopping and offers tours like whale safaris. Svalbard is home to diverse wildlife, including polar bears, Arctic foxes, seals, and walruses. The warming Gulf Stream keeps coastal waters ice-free most of the year. Visitors can explore the wilderness through activities like dog sledding, snowmobiling, and hiking under the midnight sun. For history enthusiasts, there are museums that focus on Svalbard's whaling, hunting, and mining history. In both summer and winter, the island offers adventure-filled experiences, from seeing the northern lights to polar expeditions, making it a nature lover's dream destination. Number 4. Tuamotu Archipelago, French Polynesia. The Tuamotu Archipelago, a string of atolls in French Polynesia, forms a significant barrier in the northeastern approaches to Tahiti. This vast chain, stretching for 1,159 kilometers, 720 miles, is known for its low-lying islands, which rise no more than 3 meters, 10 feet, above sea level. Due to their flatness and tricky currents, the Tuamotus have historically been called the dangerous archipelago, with numerous yachts and ships wrecked on their reefs. Navigating through the narrow passes into their lagoons can be challenging for sailors, as Paul Woodard and the author of this account experienced firsthand. The atolls consist of flat islets surrounding crystal-clear lagoons, offering a stark contrast to French Polynesia's more mountainous islands. While not much is seen above ground, the true magic lies underwater, where snorkelers and scuba divers can explore vibrant coral reefs teeming with sharks, rays, and over 400 species of tropical fish. The Tuamotus are also home to many black pearl farms, a key industry in the region. Of the 76 atolls, only Rangiroa, Tikahau, Manihi, and Fakarava have accommodations up to international standards, making them the most popular with visitors. The rest are more remote, frequented mostly by adventurous yachties. The region is hotter and drier than the nearby Society Islands, and its dazzling white sand beaches call for sunglasses under the midday sun. For those who love the water, the Tuamotu Archipelago promises an unforgettable aquatic adventure. Number 5. Pitcairn Islands, Southern Pacific Ocean. Pitcairn Island is a remote volcanic island located 1,350 miles southeast of Tahiti, and it is the only inhabited island within the British Overseas Territory known as the Pitcairn Islands. Covering approximately 2 square miles, the island features a rugged half-crater that rises to around 1,100 feet above sea level and is surrounded by steep coastal cliffs. The climate is subtropical, providing adequate rainfall and fertile soil. Nearby Henderson Island, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, remains largely untouched by human influence. Evidence suggests that Pitcairn Island was inhabited by Polynesians before its European discovery. The island was first spotted by the British ship HMS Swallow in 1767, with Captain Philip Carteret naming it after the sailor who first sighted it. The island's current population descends from the mutineers of the HMS Bounty, who, in 1789, led by Fletcher Christian, overthrew Captain William Bligh during a voyage from Tahiti. After the mutiny, the crew sailed to Pitcairn, where they burned the Bounty and settled, living in isolation until American whalers rediscovered the island in 1808. The island community flourished initially, but over time, concerns about limited natural resources prompted discussions about emigration to Tahiti or Australia. Some islanders temporarily relocated to Tahiti in 1831, but many returned due to dissatisfaction. In 1856, due to overpopulation, some were moved to Norfolk Island, where descendants remain today. The primary languages spoken are English and Pitcairn, a blend of Tahitian and 18th century English. Adamstown, the island's chief settlement located near Bounty Bay, is one of the few spots suitable for landing. The islanders primarily sustain themselves through fishing, gardening, and growing crops like sweet potatoes, sugarcane, and bananas. They also generate income from selling postage stamps, coins, honey, and tourism, supplemented by budgetary aid from the British government. However, issues like absentee land ownership and declining population due to emigration to New Zealand present ongoing challenges. In recent years, Pitcairn faced significant social issues, notably a police investigation in 1999 into child sexual abuse allegations, leading to trials in the early 2000s. In 2010, the island adopted a new constitution, enhancing residents' rights and establishing an attorney general position. As of the 2008 census, the population was 66, reflecting a broader trend of decline in island residents. What are your thoughts about today's video? Don't forget to leave them all in the comments section below. That's the end of our journey. Catch you next time for more epic travels.